Hey, it's ASMR Lobster here, and I'm going to give you a few maxims, sayings, and quotes to lull you to sleep. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential. These are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. You cannot open a book without learning something. Anything that can go wrong will. The path to evil may bring great power, but not loyalty. Truth can strike down the spectre of fear. Love comes in all shapes and sizes. When destiny calls, the chosen have no choice. Crowns are inherited. Kingdoms are earned. Who a person truly is cannot be seen with the eye. The first step towards loyalty is trust. Our actions define our legacy. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Who we are never changes. Who we think we are does. The strong survive, but the noble overcome. There is nothing permanent except change. But man is not made for defeat. A man can be destroyed, but not defeated. You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. Let us sacrifice our today so that our children can have a better tomorrow. It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Do not mind anything that anyone tells you about anyone else. Judge everyone and everything for yourself. Learning never exhausts the mind. There is no charm equal to tenderness of heart. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. The only journey is the one within. Good judgment comes from experience, and a lot of that comes from bad judgment. Life without love is like a tree without blossoms of fruit. Think in the morning, act in the noon, eat in the evening, sleep in the night. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. It is far better to be alone than to be in bad company. Love cures people, both the ones who give and the ones who receive. Work like you don't need the money. Love like you've never been hurt. Dance like nobody's watching. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Independence is happiness. Keep your face always towards the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Happiness can exist only in acceptance. Love has no age, no limit, and no death. Be entirely honest with yourself is a good exercise. You can't blame the gravity for falling in love. There is only one corner of the universe you can be certain of improving, and that's your own self. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. There are two ways of spreading light, to be the candle or the mirror that reflects it. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. Coming together is beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail better. Not all those who wander are lost. Change your life today. Don't gamble on the future. Act now without delay. Whoever is happy will make others happy too. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. There is nothing on this earth more to be prized than true friendship. A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools because they have to say something. If opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. Let us be grateful to people who make us happy. They are the charming gardeners who make our souls blossom. The world is my country, all mankind are my brethren, and to do good is my religion. Always remember that you are absolutely unique, just like everyone else. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier. Problems are not stop signs. They are guidelines. We love life not because we are used to living, but because we are used to loving. We know what we are, but not what we may be. A single rose can be my garden, a single friend, my world. Friends show their love in times of trouble, not in happiness. You don't choose your family. They are God's gift to you as you are to them. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. A kiss is a lovely trick designed by nature to stop speech when words become superfluous. For it was not into my ear you whispered, but into my heart. It was not my lips you kissed, but my soul. If you live to be 100, I want to live to be 100 minus 1 day, so I never have to live without you. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. The pessimist complains about the wind. The optimist expects it to change. The realist adjusts the sails. The future belongs to those that believe in the beauty of their dreams. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Change your thoughts, and you change your world. In 3 words, I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. Love isn't something you find. Love is something that finds you. Do all things with love. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Where there is love, there is life. Love is composed of a single soul inhabiting 2 bodies. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. And nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Find a place inside where there's joy, and the joy will burn out the pain. Try to be a rainbow in someone's cloud. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Keep love in your heart. A life without it is like a sunless garden when the flowers are dead. The best and most beautiful things in this world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with a heart. Fear is a malleable weapon. Strength of a character can defeat strength in numbers. To seek something is to believe in its possibility. Struggles often begin and end with the truth. Disobedience is a demand for change. He who faces himself finds himself. The young are often underestimated. When we rescue others, we rescue ourselves. Choose your enemies wisely, as they may be your last hope. Humility is the only defense against humiliation. When all seems hopeless, a true hero gives hope. A soldier's most powerful weapon is courage. You must trust in others, or success is impossible. One vision can have many interpretations. Morality separates heroes from villains. Courage begins by trusting oneself. Never give up hope, no matter how dark things seem. The wise benefit from a second opinion. When in doubt, go to the source. To love is to trust. To trust is to believe. Deceit is the weapon of greed. What is lost is often found. Facing all that you fear will free you from yourself. Never give a sword to a man who can't dance. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. Without feelings of respect, what is there to distinguish men from beasts? When anger rises, think of the consequences. Humility is the solid foundation of all virtues. To know what you know and what you do not know, that is true knowledge. A gentleman would be ashamed should his deeds not match his words. Better a diamond with a flaw than a pebble without. We should feel sorrow, but not sink under its oppression. To the superior man understands what is right. The inferior man understands what will sell. If we don't know life, how can we know death? To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. I hear, I know, I see, I remember, I do, I understand. To see the right and not to do it is cowardice. Only the wisest and stupidest of men never change. I want you to be everything that's you, deep at the center of your being. Do not impose on others what you yourself do not desire. If you think in terms of a year, plant the seed. If in terms of 10 years, plant trees. If in terms of 100 years, teach the people. Study the past if you would divine the future. The superior man thinks always of virtue. The common man thinks of comfort. An oppressive government is more to be feared than a tiger. Virtue is not left to stand alone. He who practices it will have neighbors. If you look into your own heart and you find nothing wrong there, what is there to worry about? What is there to fear? To see and listen to the wicked is always the beginning of wickedness. Heaven means to be one with God. Ability will never catch up with the demand for it. To go beyond is as wrong as to fall short. The cautious seldom err. He who speaks without modesty will find it difficult to make his words good. Old age, believe me, is a good and pleasant thing. It is true you are gently shouldered off the stage, but then you are given such a comfortable front stall as spectator. To see what is right and not to do it is want of courage or of principle. The firm, the enduring, the simple, and the modest are near to virtue. They must often change who would be constant in happiness or wisdom. Go before the people with your example, and be laborious in their affairs. The superior man makes it difficulty to be overcome his first interest. Success only comes later. He who acts with a constant view to his own advantage will be much murmured against. The superior man does not even, for the space of a single meal, act contrary to virtue. In moments of haste he cleaves to it. In seasons of danger he cleaves to it. The book salesman should be honored because he brings to our attention as a rule the very books we need most and neglect most. When you know a thing, to hold that you know it, and when you do not know a thing, to allow that you do not know it. This is knowledge. He who exercises government by means of his virtue may be compared to the North Polar Star, which keeps its place in all the stars turned towards it.